What's up, guys? Y'all know what day it is. Today is Thursday. That means it's Snap On Thursday. You know Kevin's got this thing loaded down with tools, so let's take a look and see what he's got. You guys, come on. Ooh, it is Thursday. Sun's shining, but still a little cool.
It's warmed up a lot since this morning.
It's got your eyes all bloodshot today. Everybody's always wondering about your eyes. So that's like the hot topic.
When I show up at some of my shops, that's usually, they're like, what color you got in today?
Yeah. Hey man, it works. It's cool. Well,
I'm just glad everybody enjoys it as much as my little girl does, because she loves it. If it was up to her though, they'd be blue every day.
Blue every day. Well, nothing wrong with blue eyes. I wear them every day too. Well, how's the life in the Snap-on world?
Christmas. That is it. Christmas.
Yep.
Everybody's either buying Christmas presents, paying off their accounts so they can go buy Christmas presents, or it's December.
Yep. Yeah. It is definitely
still Christmas. Running deals though, and still selling stuff out. Like the promos that they sent me last week, I have just about sold out of all of them by this week. That's
the name of the game. You're not a tool museum, you're a tool store, right?
So. Well, here lately I've been feeling a little bit more like a bill collector. But like it's Christmas, so I mean you can't. 5-year-olds don't want toolkits just yet.
I know I did the catalog review, and the PWZ-0s were, I felt a really good buy in that catalog. So I noticed several comments talked about the PWZs. There's a couple things people kind of laughed about the price of, but hey, it is what it is, right? So let's talk about some of the deals that you got on this truck. Now, I want to preface this by saying not all tool dealers will have the same deal, because everybody runs their business.
Well, I really won't say prices, but I just pretty much the stuff that I have going on mostly would be, that has been pretty popular with a lot of my shops. It is a master puller set.
Yeah, that's pretty nice right there.
And it's about, like, I do have the smaller, which there's a little bit of a price difference because this one doesn't come with as much as this one.
Sure.
But the CJ93B, I mean, still handy, but this one will get you around the world and back.
There you go. Everybody needs to do that at least once. Yeah. That's what I've been told anyway.
And this one here is CJ2400.
Okay. So you have that on a promo on your truck?
Yes. Well, right now, the way Snap-on, everything, they sent out like a new pricing or something like that, so everything is a little bit off. It just depends on what you choose to as how much you're receiving off.
Sure.
But like me, if I have any wiggle room, I'm just...
You're in the market to sell.
Yeah, that's it. I like emptying the truck every week.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's always, it don't matter if it's a couple bucks off, right?
Yeah.
Like, when I was buying just tons and tons of tools weekly from my Snap-on guy, he'd be like, well, retails say $149, I'll do it for $130.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, I'll take it, because you gave me a deal, and
I think everybody's at least covers taxes and stuff like that.
Like, it makes you feel good that you get a little bargain every now and then.
And I got a lot of guys just like that. If you tell them like you'll give them a little bit off, then they're like, well, yeah, sure, throw it on me.
Absolutely.
That would be one or the other.
Oh, a breakout box. So
I was not familiar with this piece.
Yep. So
I did not know what this did. I had to do a little bit of research.
I actually run into a deal one time, and I needed a breakout box really bad, and I didn't own one at that time, and I had to borrow one from my buddy, and he works at a Ford place down in Amory, and he let me borrow his, and it changed the world. It saved me so much trouble, so much time, and I was like, I got to get one.
Yeah. That it seems like it's a pretty big deal, especially with VCIs. It would have saved me tons of time, just because all you do, plug into the VCI, and then it just pulls up on those PIDs. It lets you know what's hot and what's not.
Straight to it and make life easier.
It'd be a lot easier.
Well, what else cool you got on here?
Man,
it's always something cool on the Snap-on.
I showed the big ones last week. I know I did. Did we do the knives last week?
I think we showed the box, with the 4 or 5 different styles.
Still got 5. They are salty. They're very salty on them. I had one one guy get on. That's what he got his shop was knives. He was looking at that knife set, and yeah, he veered away real quick there, salty.
Well, did you get any of the PWZ-0s in? It's like on the sale. I think it was the quick release and colors. I want to say one of them was like an orange or something. I don't remember.
Well, the orange always goes first.
So orange is one of the best sellers on your truck?
Yes. It's between, man, I sell, as far as colors go, I sell a good majority.
What would you say is the fastest selling color?
Man, it'd be between green and orange, or yellow and green. I keep two of the lights because for some odd reason everybody likes the lights in the high vis.
Too.
And now that's the PWZ-0 in the old school, and then also in the.
So that's the quick release one.
Yeah.
On the right. That's pretty neat how that does.
Yeah. I've had a few of the people that like them like that one, but a lot of my guys are just, they're old school. They see problems in tight spots trying to get your thumb up in there to release, and then you still can release it that way.
Yeah, it's just There's bigger profile,
that's their
unscrew.
thing. As you get into that difference between that piece there and that piece there.
Yeah, those are really cool little tools right there.
I just like when they lock onto something, they're not unlocking anytime soon unless you want them to. What
I like about them is you don't have to squeeze them for them to stay tight on whenever you put it on. Like once you get it there and you engage it by pushing down on it, like it just bites in and you're not squeezing it. Because like when I first got my first pair, I had the tendency I wanted to squeeze that handle, you know, and then I quickly learned that they hold on their own. You don't have to squeeze them. Just
pulling, the
harder you mash on it, the tighter them jokers go.
Yeah, it definitely. Probably got the weld cutters. That's more for our body shop guys. They sent me 2 of those this week.
You sell a lot of those?
I've only had 2. That's the first 2 that I've had on the truck. I think I put them on maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that. They haven't been on here long enough really to get them out there. That was just something new that they had. Now the socket, the shallow oil filter sockets.
Oh yeah, those are a must-have.
That is the last. Out of 5, I got 1 left, and that has.
I know she sold the big impact kit that had the free sockets with it.
Oh yeah, yes.
That guy got on there.
Yeah, and he got the quarter set and the general kit. That's when I replaced that piece with that one.
That guy spent some money that day.
Yeah, he got a bunch of tickets in for the drag race tree too.
That's
but
cool.
He was setting up a service truck, so he got a good little bit. I think he got some of the 1/2-inch guns, 3/8 guns, bit driver, a 3/8 ratchet. Like he loaded down. Like he doesn't have anything. He should be able to do whatever he needs to off what he got. And then just having it in the blow molds, it's a quick grab and go. But also he's also purchased like sets, metric and standard. I guess you might as well say it's a complete master kit and all in the foam. So when they're in his drawers, everything's laid out good,
nothing's
clean.
Sliding around and
as his main. I do not know. Probably the other thing that I've been waiting on to come in for a while was the extractors.
Oh yeah.
They're a little sloppy in there. They get bounced around in this truck.
So that goes up to a 1932nd. No, that's a 7/8. It's a SAE set then.
Yeah.
So
I think an 1/8 up to 7/8.
Wow. That's a big set right there.
It took me a while. I sold a bunch of them, and then I don't know if they're back ordered or what. It took me a while to get that set back in, but I finally did get it back.
She got welded helmet back here. Yeah.
Good. Nice selling. I know it's a little cold for AC, but I still sell that little set there with the light and the glasses for the UV.
Well, even like, replacing components on a vehicle, you still have to pull it down and pull a vacuum and recharge it when you place stuff, even if nobody's using it till summer,
Yeah, it is I don't know, I wish I had more. Like I said, everything really this week sold in the first few days. Which I guess they sent me the right stuff. That's
Well,
for
that's
sure.
a good problem to have. It sells out.
Yeah, I like it all right. That was one of the headlights. Like you say, every time they send something, they do send a light.
I'm gonna tell you, Snap-on's light team has probably got the biggest office at Snap-on headquarters.
Yeah.
They come out with a light every week, it seems like.
Yeah, if I get something shipped, it's going to come with a light in some form or fashion.
Which
Either
I have to
it's
say, you know, it's good to have a different variations of lights, but they've got a lot of them for sure.
I guess some of the big sellers have been the Boggins this week.
Yeah, I can see why, because it's definitely cool. The people that's from up north, they laugh at us talking about how we can handle the cold, but you know,
I'm from up north, and I want nothing to do with it.
all I can tell you is come down here in August when it's 100 and
20 degrees.
107 degrees with a 98% humidity. So let us know how that works out. Like you're breathing through a wet paper towel.
Yeah. Everybody stop back up.
Yep. Well, lots of goodies.
That is. I did get the 8-inch striking pry bars. They sent them to me in green and
Yeah, I've seen
the
those in the
high-vis.
thing. So it's pretty much, they call it a straight striking pry bar. I call it a striking screwdriver. Pretty
And that's
much.
pretty much what it is. I wish I had it. I had a guy trade in his. It was a big. I would have said it was a striking pry bar, but it was 24 inches long. And when I looked at the part number, it called it a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Which is discontinued. Had the hard plastic handle, but he traded it for my 36-inch pry bar.
Yeah.
But that was the first time. Like it was a legit
Screwdriver.
screwdriver.
That's true.
Like he was even beveled at the edge, how ours are, or how the flatheads are.
Oh yeah.
Like it had the bevel out and then into. But it was, man, I bet you it was that long and squared out. You would have thought it was a pry bar from the way it looked.
Huh? It's funny how stuff changed. You know, I remember I've got an old set of Snap-on screwdrivers that are sort of a clear, I guess it's kind of like an acrylic handle. I don't know. You can see through them. It's a yellow
really?
tinted, yeah. And then I've got an old set of the square screwdrivers, but that's like the butyl, and man, they just crack and crumble and come all to pieces. You know,
Yeah,
they're so
plastic
old.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're old.
I have a lot of people, I warranty them out, but they just hand me pieces of a handle.
Yeah.
And
Well, my first set of Snap-on pry bars were that way. It had the hard handle on it like
Yeah.
that, and those handles would just come all to pieces, man.
What's that? Oh, wait, that is the pick.
Yep,
I do have
that's
it.
Yeah, that same handle
that's
is
the
what my
same-
pry bars were. Yeah.
I warranty, but see, they've moved them all to the striking handle now.
Yep.
Like if I look up a piece for a pry bar with that handle, it gives me the striking pry bar as a replacement.
That's a lot better design. You don't hit your hand with it, you know, because of that swell out at the top. Plus, they give you the striking cap on it, because you can say what you want to, but everybody that actually works in a shop, their pry bars have got marks on the end of it, and their flathead
Definitely.
screwdrivers are going to have marks on the end of it. So,
Or they're snapped off.
yeah, that's true. Well, Kevin, good stuff this week. Hopefully everybody liked it. Like always, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on this beautiful Thursday. Hit that thumbs up. Check over here for merchandise, cool tools, and discount codes in the description. If you're not subscribed, take your finger and click that button. It is 100% totally free. Don't cost you a dime. You guys have a great week. See ya.